Let's go over how to use GeoGebra to calculate the descriptive statistics for a dataset. As you can see, I have a question here about how many hours of sleep people get. This is the data of interest here in column A. So I'm going to select that column and then come up here to this button that looks like a histogram. Selecting it, I'm going to choose one variable analysis. And that opens up a panel over here. You can start to see it on the far right of the screen. It's a histogram, but I'm going to grab this slider and move it over so that I can just see it. This isn't quite what I'm after, so I'm going to come to this button, Show Statistics. Selecting that opens up another panel. Again, to complete my view, I'm going to slide it over. You can see that I have three panels open now. On the far left is the data. In the center panel are the descriptive statistics, and in the right panel, the histogram. Now I can use the statistics that we found to answer the following questions. Starting with, how many people participated in the study? Occasionally, you will need to know what the symbols represent to do statistics problems. In this case, I know that N represents the sample size. This study included 34 people. So I'm going to place that answer in the answer box. The mean number of hours slept for the data set can be found labeled under mean. I place that in the answer box. The standard deviation for the number of hours slept can be tricky, as both the symbols for population standard deviation and sample standard deviation are provided. Since this is a sample, we will grab S, the sample standard deviation, and provide that as our answer. Looking ahead, I note that I am asked for the minimum hours slept, but I also want Q1, the first quartile, the median, Q3, the third quartile, and the maximum number of hours slept. This is the 5-number summary. GeoGebra provides each of these. Here is the minimum number of hours slept. Here is Q1, the first quartile for the number of hours slept. I grab the median, place it in the corresponding box. Q3. And finally, the maximum. Finally, while we aren't asked to do this in this problem, GeoGebra provides several other tools for creating graphs. Let's return to the histogram. The slide bar here at the top allows me to adjust the width of the classes. I can gain additional control by using the gear symbol here and setting the classes manually, including where they begin and how wide I want them to be. I can also change the graph from histogram to box plot if I want to create a box plot for the dataset.